Chapter 31. Anders saw the meat factory's gates for the last time. He watched cattle wagons entering and cows' faces appearing at the sides, between the planks of wood, their big white eyes staring at him, their big snotty nostrils breathing steam into the night air, all of them captured like him. "It stinks," Lance said. "They shouldn't let 'em shit in the wagons." "What are you suggesting, Lance?" Big D said. "They go before the journey?" "I don't know," Lance said. "That's not for me to figure out, is it?" He swung the car right. They drove down a narrow road with lots of bends and nothing but farm life on either side. It was silent. But then Big D was staring at Anders in the middle mirror. "What's that?" he said. "What's that bleeping in your pocket?" He looked over at Lance. "You've not checked him?" he said. "There's contraband back there." "It's okay," Lance said. "He's cuffed." "You better pull over." "You're kidding me. I said pull over." Lance pulled in beside some barbed wire fencing, and sheep watched from the pasture, munching on mouthfuls of lush wet grass, barring at the car lights and ticking engine. Beyond them was a small cottage, with windows glowing orange in the darkness. Beyond the cottage were hills and clouds. Anders watched the clouds while listening to Big D's feet, his boots squelching in the mud on the roadside. "I'm not happy about this, slugger," he said, opening the back door, showing Anders his muddy boots. He pulled a torch from his belt. He put it between his teeth and climbed into the back, pushing clothes aside and patting Anders' pockets, feeling inside them, taking things, holding each item under his torch. "We got anything fruity back there?" Lance asked, speaking over the barring sheep. "I need more light," Big D said, sounding gagged with the torch between his teeth. "Hold on, I'll get mine." Lance switched on his torch. He shined it in Anders' face. "That's unnecessary," Anders said, lifting his cuffed hands. "We'll decide what's necessary," Lance said. "You got contraband, and now we investigate. Am I right, D?" Big D didn't answer him. He was arranging everything neatly on the back seats now. Phone, wallet, paracetamol. Then he smoothed out the bus ticket over his thigh and examined it under the light. "What we got, D?" Lance asked, pushing off his seat, leaning forward and appearing almost between them. "I told you he was getting out." "Yup," Big D said, bagging the items in clear plastic. "Here," he said. "Take these." "What's going on?" Anders said as Big D climbed over him, then through the middle between the front seats, stepping on Anders' clothes with his muddy boots, returning to the passenger side and examining the plastic bag. "We'll hold these for now," he said, holding up the bag. "But what have I done?" Anders said. "Well," Lance said, facing the open road, "you're wearing clothes this time, so scratch indecent exposure off your list." Big D opened the bag and took the phone. "Your batteries are running low, slugger." It bleeped in his hand. "This is what I heard." He looked at the screen, pressing buttons with his thumb. "One new message," he said. "Shall I read it?" "You better," Lance said, rubbing his hands together. "You better read on." He moved his feet. Sandwich wrappings rustled underneath his shoes. Then he was beeping the car horn and laughing at the scattering sheep. He laughed again. He kept beeping. "Read it, D." Beep beep. "Read it loud. Read it clear." Beep beep. "It's from some chick named Lindsay," Big D said. "He's been rooting someone." "Lindsay sounds hot," Lance laughed. Read on, my brother." Big D cleared his throat. "Broccoli is green," he said. "Cauliflowers are white. But you picking cabbage was pure delight." "Ah," Lance said. "Pass me a bucket. I want to throw up." "Does she like vegetables?" Big D asked. "Is Lindsay waiting for you in cans?" "It's a man," Anders said. "It's a farmer I picked for." "Well, shit," Lance said, beeping the car horn again. "You better pass me 2 buckets." Beep beep.